The exhibition, Namatjira to Now, 5 Generations of Watercolour in the Central Desert, is running until the 9th of February at the Presiding Officer's Exhibition Area, Parliament House, Canberra.
Well, it was last year, about this time, we were in London performing the Albert Namatjira theatre show with Big Arts. So in about a couple of days, on Wednesday, the 26th, they're about to launch an exhibition of all the Namatjira artists. So ranging from the great Namatjira himself, going down about 5 generations right up until now.
What does it mean, to pass on that the watercolours, to the next generation, the Namatjira?
Well, Albert passed the knowledge on to his son, and his son passed the knowledge on to us, and that's why we passing it on to our 5th generation to carry on this legacy.
We're from Hermannsburg, west of Alice Springs. We started painting when we was 10 years old.
Do you know how old you were when you started painting, or was it just you always painted?
When I left school, I started to painting.
And what about the animation, bringing in that new element of the more modern sort of, technological aspects of it into the watercolouring? That must be a new thing, and how do you feel about that with the younger generation?
It's more different than watercolour, and the way they're doing it, we're really grateful for that. And it's different, modern than watercolour.
What type of colours do you use in your paintings?
Brown, blue, purple, white, all type of colors like green, trees and rocks and all that.
But it's been quite a journey for all of us. It was, I think, 2010 where we first started working on the theatre project itself, and just getting permission from the families, sitting down, understanding the sort of material and this type of story that we want to tell the rest of Australia, and succeeded by having won a Helpman Award, which is fantastic for the Namatjiras. I mean, I've been working with the company for quite some time. For them to involve the Namatjira family, but also tell the story of Albert Namatjira was a bit of a privilege for me. I wanted to come on board for this. So, we've done, in 2012, we've done a national tour all over the country. Most of Australia got to see the show, which is fantastic. And prior to that, it was mainly sitting down with the family members, to gain actually permission, and also, stories about their famous grandfather, and to see what sort of storyline we get out of it to share the rest of Australia. And, we've shared a lot of amazing details within the show that most Australians never knew about Albert Namatjira before in the past. But hopefully, it is a type of legacy that we have for the family and the community people, the people from Hermannsburg and west of Alice Springs and Dari, to be quite proud of what that legacy is still about. It's about the type of paintings, and I'm standing here next to one of them. William Dargy won an Archibald for this, one of many. I think there was another portrait he did of the great Albert Namatjira. All of us are quite proud of standing here now to this day at the National Gallery here. So it's all in sort of like a big sort of snowball effect about how it is, comparing the type of art that we've got here, even the sort of style of watercolour that Albert Namatjira bring towards, to Australian lives, in their lounges. Today we've got a lot of, like prints of Namatjira, placemats, all that sort of stuff. But then we've got the grandsons and daughters here at the moment, about to launch their exhibition, showing how much of that influence from the great Namatjira himself that has passed down for generations into the younger generation we have today. And I think that's in itself the importance of having his artwork style live on by showing how much that his name was out there in the past, but it's still living on through his bloodlines, his great grandchildren. So I feel privileged being here, not only living in Canberra, but to be a part of this. Like I said, it was about this time last year we were in Melbourne performing this amazing show, and showing the style of art, sharing it to a lot of people in Britain. But now I haven't seen these guys for a whole year. To be part of this now at the moment, it just gives me great honour just to hang out and see what else is there for future generations. I want to see the next style of watercolour that they've got these young people doing today.
Entry is free, and there are also paintings available to purchase.